called Huskisson, was MPing one day when he got a prophetical note, a summons on pigskin from H.M. the King, what someone from Palisade wrote. It said, "William, my lad, thou'rt instructed hereby to stand in for me and the Queen by travelling on railway George Stephenson's built. I'd come, but wife's not so keen." Now, expect you've heard rumours as a make your hair curl. Well, forget 'em, there's nowt they should fear. Prime Minister's promised me rockets quite safe, as long as you don't get too near. When you've shook a few hands, say some well-chosen words about wonders at Chap's Iron Horse. There'll be Vimto and cake. It'll make a nice break, and we'll pay your expenses, of course. But his family weren't filled full of joy, though proud of their heroes sang Froy.
Sang Froy.
Don't go riding on train, Dad. It'll put a great strain on your heart. Remember what happened to Mam's Uncle Jack when his pack horse ran off with his cart. You'll never come back in one piece, Dad. You'd be daft not to take to your heels. If the good Lord had meant us to travel so fast, he'd have bloody well given us wheels. That was her take on it.
Can I give you a bit of help with the high notes?
No, I'll come down an octave. Well, his wife were all naughty when Bill broke the news. "Why have you got to do it?" she cried. "They always get you to try something new. You're being taken once more for a ride." At this, William started to have second thoughts, till she said, "One thing more you should know, I were hoping we'd visit me mother's this week." Bill said, "That does it, I'll go." Right, you're doing very well, sir. But as he reached for his top hat and cloak, her true feelings suddenly broke. "I've had this horrible dream, Dad, a vision too dread to relate. But if you go riding on train, Dad, you'll meet with an hideous fate. I can't see the need for the rush, Dad, and you'll find when this fancy has passed, if you'd any idea what Manchester's like, you'd not want to get there so fast." But duty to King meant that Bill kept his word, and this yeoman went forth to his doom. He stood there on footplate, with hands on lapels, for there wasn't a great deal of room. But when trip were out finished, he said to his mate, "Yon train's not as bad as all that." So he hopped down from th' engine for a breath of fresh air, and the 10 squashed him flat. It's true, what happened to it? Finally, "You should never have ridden on train, Dad, but stuck to the canal barge instead. The noise of the engine unbalanced your mind, and smoke must have filled up your head. Your health were not at its best, Dad, you simply weren't up to the strain. But if you chose to terminate life's mortal span, it were certainly quicker by train." I think you're the only third audience that's ever heard that.
Very privileged.
In 40 years. Well, Alan, I don't know if you're successful.
Well,